against the Chicago White Sox. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Chicago White Sox, with a gloomy outlook heading into the season, definitely a long shot to contend. Singy, how do they outperform expectations and give that fan base some hope?
Boog, I got a feeling these fans are going to have to enjoy the little things this year. Maybe a fan favorite has a great season. Maybe a prospect really emerges or something. But this roster, it's just not cut out to go toe-to-toe with the league's best. I know it sounds like I'm writing them off already, but I'm really not. I mean, who knows? They have a hot start. Maybe the front office gets aggressive and adds some pieces, and they contend this year after all.
And now,
opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this.
go.
First and second, 2 outs. Suarez, the next to hit.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough.
Now this one gets through. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. 2 outs, nobody on. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And first offering is fouled off. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Butler makes the grab, and that's the inning. 1 out, bases full. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Suarez over to second, and it's a double play to end the inning. So up next, Cedric Mullins. On the ground, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Just missed. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. Now it's the DH, Nick Lofton. Grounds 1 to short. Lamb in plenty of time to first, and that is that. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. And there's a foul ball.
2 quick outs, needed to get that third one, wasn't able to do it. Now you bring up the heart of this order. You got to find a way to get it done right here.
0-1. That one fouled off. Two outs. Swings and misses, struck him out. 1 hit. And here's the catcher, Edgar Caro. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, that'll do it. And the Royals take the season opener and move to 1-0. Lamb with a forgettable. Next is the designated hitter, Nelson Velasquez. 2 outs. Out to short, Lamb. They take the force out. That's out number 3. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Fouled off left side.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
2 outs, base is empty. That's to third. Suarez throw to first in time. That top of the second, and here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Hit on the ground to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. Bases loaded, 1 away.
Charlie Lamb.
And that one fouled off.
There, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Double play ball to second. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. What a twin. Hard hit left side. Witt over to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Coming home. The throw in, and he's in there. A run comes in on the play. Tag out, trying to scramble back. 1 out, runner at second. Now it's going to be Freddie Fermin. Out to short, Lamb. Now only 1 out remaining.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Dairon Blanco steps in for the Royals. This could end it. Line drive. And base hit. Suarez rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1. So 2 down, and now it's Luis Garcia. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
On the ground to short. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. So 2 down, and now Charlie Lamb. To the right side. Tosses to first. And that's the third out. Nothing. Back to the top of the lineup. And now here is Dairon Blanco. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the lead runner holds on at second base.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield, and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Gunner in scoring.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. In comes the first run of the game as the White Sox take the lead. One out, runner at second. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Joe Adell. Went down on strikes his first time through. Just missed. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And there's a ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Right through there for a strike. That one well upstairs. 3 balls and a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Vaughn, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
And 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Caught him looking for the K.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Teal in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fastball is outside. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 strikes.
Lamb, the lead runner out at second. Adell on at first with 2 down. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here on the south side. And now Charlie Lamb. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss. Now 1 away.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count. Get the guy in the box on his heels.
The throw to first. 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ripped on the ground to second. Slings to first. That is the inning. Lawrence Butler steps in for the Royals. Out to short. Lamb. Royals down to the final out.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And they get the out after the ricochet. And that is the ball game. Lamb had a decent showing in this one. And now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. The shortstop takes a ball. Hence, in his third season, he features a sinker, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Line drive, base hit. The throw in. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. So up next, Pedro Pajes. Slowly on the ground to short. Slinging it to first in time.
Batting seven.
And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Fly ball to right. Eden. Then there's one down. One out. Runners at first and second.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That's outside. And that's ball one.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Two down. Two outs. Runner on first. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 3. Swing and a ground ball. And that's just foul. Tying run at the plate. Gloves it on the dive. From his knees, the throw. It's there. That's a great play. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. The White Sox down to their final strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
And if you're the pitcher, you can't be frustrated. You know this is going to be the toughest batter that you face tonight, and you're going to have to face him a couple of times. So you just tip your cap and hope that you can get the next guy out.
Joe Adele in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board. Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And that one missing low. Lamb on at second with 2 down. Too low, and it's ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Started at the 3-1. Now a check. And down to first we go. And he went around, according to Patrick Johnson. On the ground, right side. Gorman throws on to first. And that is that. 2 out, space is empty. Lifted in the air, right field. Eden makes his way towards it, makes the grab on the run. And now Wenzel Perez. 0-1.
2-2-2.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. He flips it to second in time. On to first, save. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And that is out of play.
You know, these White Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Clement over to first. 1 away here in the 5th. 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball out to short. They take the force out, and that is the inning. So digging in, Charlie Lamb. Ripped to third. Jumps, throws, on the money. Nice play. Charlie Lamb, the next to hit. 1 for 4 with a double. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Eden. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Yohel Pozo. Grounds 1 to short. Cardinals now with just 1 out remaining.
Deceptive slider right there, stayed in the tunnel a long time, got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb had a decent showing in this one.
Oh, Boog, not great, not terrible, just
So 2 down. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Lamb getting to start at shortstop, hitting third in the lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Line drive, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here's Joe Adele. Singer with a move to first. And he dives back in safely. Rudder takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. Man on second, 2 down. That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-2 now.
perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. Fought off foul.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. Joe Adell steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Up the middle, Weatherholt tosses to first, and that is that. Back here in St. Louis, new inning getting started. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Singer back to work. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
The shortstop
that's it.
takes the ball. And a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
On the ground. Clement over to first. 1 up, 1 down. So 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Charlie Lamb. Just missed.
Well, it's critical right here that they
0-1,
bear
no
down
strike.
and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Fly ball down the line. Eden flying after this one. Tracks it down for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, J.J. Weatherholt. On the ground out to short. And that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning. Here's the catcher to hit, Kyle Teal. The White Sox down to their final strike. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals with the rubber match of this 3-game series. Lamb. Charlie Lamb. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon. The way
And that one gets away at the plate. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Runner at second here, one gone. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Now he breaks his bat. Low. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good late life on that inside fastball. Ran in on the hands and got that weak contact. Little slow grounder to get the out.
And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Kyle Schwarber. Whips it to first. And a quick out, number one. Runners at first and second with one gone. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two on, one out. And a foul ball. Traffic on the bases with one already in. You're in game one of this three-game set. Next pitch is outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so
off balance feed, there's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. Beater back to work. In the air, right side. Judge getting an angle on it. And there's one down. One out, base is empty. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. First offering misses badly for ball one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
One out, base is empty. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
that's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Oswaldo Cabrera, the next to hit. Ions is just one strike away. And right back to the mound. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox take the series opener here at home. Lamb had a solid game for them. One down. And the batter now, Charlie Lamb. And a big swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Part of the order coming through now. And with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Going gone. Deflected mixes his power with that swing, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
1 out, bases empty.
Shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
This one in the air right field. Judge getting an angle on it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Judge makes the grab for the 2nd out. New inning getting started. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Tap back up the middle. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
At the plate, Charlie Lamb. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Carter stands at first with 1 out. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment. Hit hard on the ground to short. Lamb tossed to second. That's a double play. The ball game is over. Lamb did a good job in the win. Just 1 hit, but it did leave the yard. So 2 down. Charlie Lamb getting ready to hit. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. The other way. Jumps, but it's off his glove. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's Joe Adell. 2 for 6 so far in the series. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Adell goes 6 feet 3 inches, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Runner on the go. Ball outside. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering upstairs. And a swing and a miss there.
Please do.
Throw to third. Out. And that. 1 out. Runner at second. And now Bader up to the plate. And a pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Lamb throws to first in time, and Bader is set down.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
That one ripped. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. And welcome back to the ballpark. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see.
Pitching for the Yankees.
Fernando Cruz gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe in second, and that was not close. The 1-0. And downstairs, movement in the Yankees pen. Lucas Gilbreth preparing to come on if needed. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Cruz, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big-time benefit.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Andrew Vaughn now.
All one's the count.
And that misses. 1-1. One out and a runner at second. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the sixth time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Next offering upstairs. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
2-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Go ahead run on base, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. Ripped to short. Throws to first, and that is the inning. So 1 out, nobody on. And up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1 out, base is empty.
That's a ball.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one is hammered right field. Going back, just missed it.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much.
Fires over to first, and Bader is out. 1 out. Runner at second. Lamb digs in now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against it.
Ball one, no strikes.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit, it's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Lee gets under it. He's got it, and there's two away. And here is Joe Adell. Aiken is just one strike away. On the ground. Sneaks through, base hit. Headed for the plate. Oh, he throws it away. And he'll make it to second base with two gone. So, runner at second, two down. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. So the tying run at second. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
Sometimes games come down to this.
Charlie Lamb, fresh off an incredible. One down, and here is Charlie Lamb.
Lamb.
On the ground to third. And there are two down. So one out, nobody on. And now the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. Out to short, Lamb. Fires to first in time. Williams back to work. And that one fouled off. Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Check on the runner, and he's back in easily. Adell, the next to hit, takes ball one. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. In there safely.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job of controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Man at second. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Lamb leads off second with nobody out. And a swing and a miss. Now one away.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Lamb headed for the plate. The tag, and he's in there. They take the lead. It's 2-1. One down, runner at first. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. Ground ball, could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. 2 out, space is empty. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Adele stands in now, looks at that one inside. Activity in the Guardians bullpen. Hunter Gaddis up and throwing. Soto warming up as well. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. And it's 1-2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That to right. Noel settles under it and makes the catch. Runner on at first with one gone. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Oh, that hit him. The throw is still in time. And they do get the out. Base is empty, one away. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Out in front and foul to the left side. Clase in his 8th season, 29 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Strike two.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That misses. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
1-0.
And that is out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Swings through the sweeper.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Tied at 4.
Full count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity, so not a terrible result.
Adele, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Hunter Gaddis appears to be getting loose. Soto, the lefty, warming up as well. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. And And the sweeper misses.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Headed towards the corner. Noel on the move towards foul ground. Grabs it on the run. Runner tags at second. Both runners able to move up. Aggressive play. And it's second and third now. One away. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate, calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases all loaded up. And now it's Austin Hayes. And that one upstairs.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Got him! Huge strikeout there. Zach Veen will hit next. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
No balls, 1 strike.
Out towards left center. Doyle on the move to the gap. Drops into the glove. And that is winning run at third. 2 down. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Winning run at third, 2 down. And here in extra innings. That just misses, and that's ball one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that is the third out of the inning. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Bright getting ready to hit. On the ground, out to short. Lamb. Throws to first in time. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Joe Adele. Gaddis back to work. This one lifted in the air, left field. Hernandez brings it in with a nice running grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
This one in the air. Edwards. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. Here's the throw. In comes the winning run, and the White. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Charlie Lamb. And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled away. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. First pitch, not close. Tied up here in the early going. Tap foul at the plate. kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Edwards. They get the force, and the inning is over. 1 out, base is empty. Hard hit left side. Toss to Alonso, and he's out. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
2 down, bases empty. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb had a game to forget in the loss. And down to shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
1 strike.
That one not close. And the count even 1-1. Swung on, belted. That one back there. And it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. 3rd home run of the season. It's 3-1.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. An excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Man at first, 1 away.
Shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
And there's a foul ball.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Swing and a ground ball. And it gets by him.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Foul ball there. And he chases that one. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Andrew Vaughn now struck out looking at his first at bat. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
I think the key is
2 outs, base is empty. Lamb in his 4th year, just 21 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
That's a
Lamb
check. What
tries
do
to
you got?
hold up, appeal to first, and yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Kenny Jansen. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Big
No
time
ball.
jam right
2
there.
strikes.
I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball.
The batter number
Now,
10.
Charlie Lamb. And it was a homer back in the 1st inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark.
Yeah.
So if you showed up late to this one,
No ball.
you missed out on
1
a big
strike.
moment early on.
Strike 2.
Cold night tonight,
0-2.
Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
The shortstop takes the ball.
See if you can go upstairs a
One
little
ball,
bit. Make
2
sure
strikes.
you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the
2-2.
zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton.
Smith throws to first.
He's in there.
And
He's
he's back in there. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Lamb at second with 2 down. That one missing inside. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Full count.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. How big a deal is that walk?
I don't think it's a big deal because if you pitch to the previous hitter with the power he has, he can hit a home run. I think it was a calculated walk. We'll see how it pays off here.
Vaughn, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Late with the swing there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking
No
ball.
ball.
Try to
2
go
strikes.
again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Now this is in the air down the line. Hernandez snags it, and that ends. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Lamb to second, and that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter. 2 outs, runner at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Charlie Lamb. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch misses.
Well, if he's going to steal
1 ball,
second,
no strike.
you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the
Ball
pitch.
2.
A little bit low.
2-0.
Just
Ball 3.
missed.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
That's in there. They're now 3-1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
One strike away. High fly ball pretty well struck out towards right center. That's going back. Back some more. And out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 7-6. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Here's Joe Adele. Looking to get the tying run on base. On the ground right side. Throw to first, ball game. And the Guardians hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game. Charlie Lamb. Fresh off. So 2 down. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Ground ball up the middle. Slides for the stop. To first. Got him. Nice play. And we're back. New inning getting started. Stepping up for the Guardians, Brenton Doyle. Swing and a ground ball out to short. The throw to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Nobody out. Runner at first. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And he swings over the top there.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. So he goes the opposite way with that one. Home run number 5 on the season, and the White Sox jump out in front. It's 2-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Still only 1 out here in the inning.
Charlie Lamb.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Lamb with a couple of homers in his last game. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. 1 down. And now here is Charlie Lamb. The shortstop takes a ball. Smith, 28 years old, and he was born in Canada. That one is absolutely belted. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Adele now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
0-1.
Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Mike Soroka up and loosening in the pen. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's got it, and that'll do it. So no. And now the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel.
2-2.
Gets to it with a slide. Gathers and throws, and what a play. Ball game. Lamb really excelled in this one and contributed to the win.
Though they may want to change how they...
Charlie Lamb. So digging in, Charlie Lamb. Hit hard, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. Here's Joe Adele. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
That one catches the zone, and it's 2-1. Runner at second, nobody out. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and one gone.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Andrew Vaughn in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground. Sneaks through, base hit. Lamb around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 3. Lamb, a former MVP, a career batting average over .325. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over .350 in his last 10. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding this.
That's out number 3. So 1 hit. 2 outs, nobody on. Eugenio Suarez up to hit down. Swing and a ground ball. Lamb. That ends the inning. Nothing doing. Runner at first with no outs here. Hard liner. 1 away.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point. you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Next offering way upstairs.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
He gets there on a slide. The feed for one. He's out to first, not in time. Great effort there. Joe Adell digs in now. That missed by a lot. 1-0. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Trent Thornton, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Serpa also throwing, and it's 1-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Blanco sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out. And that is the inning. One error in the so the go-ahead run in scoring position. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Hit on the ground to short. Lamb throws to first in time. 2 gone now. We're in extras here. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
Bubic back to work. Hard hit, right side. He'll do it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
And Chia in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Line drive, Gauthier. Throw to first, ball game. And the White Sox take game 1 of the series on the road. McDermott with his first major. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Lamb will hit next. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Wastes no time there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Joe Adell stands in now and watches strike 1.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
That one outside. And the count even 1-1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Adell working through some struggles lately. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Fastball for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the walls.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Runner at third, nobody out. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Cedric Mullins. On the ground to the left. Gets it to first, but the run scores, and that makes it a 1-1 game. Out of the third inning, and now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Marsh back to work. That's the third. The throw to first, and a quick out, number one. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Ground ball to middle. That's a base hit. Mullins rounds second, heads for third. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down. One out and a runner at second. Lamb with another scorching run of play lately. Hard hit to third. Two away. Bottom of the sixth, and now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Nelson Velasquez out to short. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. And next to hit for the Sox, Charlie Lamb.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that drops foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
The 0-1. There goes the runner in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Now the left fielder, Dairon Blanco. Grounds one to short. Lamb. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So they're all loaded up.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Just off the outside edge, and that's ball one.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam. Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least one run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's...
That one to first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Lamb did not have a banner showing in this one. Singled and knocked in a run. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Lamb now at the plate.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with the knock in this one.
0-1.
That one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man at second. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So up now for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and they just get one. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. Massey. The flip. There's
That's
one
out.
to first. Not in time. Great effort there. Here's Joe Adele. Grounded out his first time up. Pickoff throw. Lamb back on a dive. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw there. Safe. Man at second. And a swing and a miss. Bullpen action for the Royals. Kiter Montero getting ready to go. Next offering upstairs. This one smoked out to left. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Coming home. The relay to the plate, but it's offline. It's 5-1.
He was all over that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Out to short. Lamb. Sends it to first, and Witt is out. 2 outs. A couple of base runners at first and second. Hammered, base hit. Veen rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. Now a chance for Joe Adell.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Ball 1, no strikes. Marte over at second. Lamb at first. 2 out of the inning. Next pitch is outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And they're all loaded up.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Vaughn in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Two outs. Up the middle, Massey on the run, sends it over to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. On the ground to short. In time to Vaughn, and that is that. So a man at first. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a chopper out to short. Fires to first on the run, and they get the out. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Fought off foul. Man on second, 2 down. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Marte scores. And they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock.
Adell forced to get out of the way of the first pitch. And a swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen. Trent Thornton, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Moretta getting loose as well. Swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Pitch misses there. And that's ball 2. That one missed. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 10-7.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first. So
lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep. Charlie Lamb. And now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one hops against the fence. Now he turns and heads for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Joe Adell now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Well, a really good chance right here to pick up a run in the top of the first after what seemed to be a real quiet start to the inning.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1 out, base is empty. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
Ground ball up the middle. Jimenez throw to first. That's out number 2. Andrew Vaughn now. Swing and a miss as he was out front. 2 outs and a runner at third here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Not close with that one. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The changeup missing. 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one misses, and the count's full. Kyle Teal in the on-deck circle for the White Sox. Payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Runner at second here, one gone. Up the middle. Jimenez throw to first. 2 out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lamb. In plenty of time to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. This one in the air, right field. Garrett makes the grab, and there's one down. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. On the ground. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Got out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. Now a good opportunity.
So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. So bases all loaded up. Here's Joe Adell. And that's in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Not even close there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Jake Bloss getting loose out there. Avila warming up as well. Now one missed.
Krug, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
There's your strike.
Base knock here really gives them an opportunity to take control of this ball game. You don't want that other team to think they have a shot, and a knock here would be a big blow.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That ends the inning. Now here is Matt Watley. Hyams is just 1 strike away. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Liner caught at second.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. And there's a foul ball. And he deals. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first.
Oh.
Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. Berrios back to work. Foul ball. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. And it hits the fence. Not in time. It's a double.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results.
Here's Joe Adell. 0 for 2 in this one.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 3,
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Rodriguez.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Movement in the bullpen. Zach Pop appears to be getting loose. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. In the dirt. Tosses to first. Now one gone at the top of the 6th. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. And now it's Austin Hayes. That's in there. 0-1.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
On the ground to third. Oh, look at the stop. To first. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Varsho should have this one. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Max Kepler. Grounds one to short. Lamb. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
That's tremendous fight from him. And
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. That's hard hit on the line. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox take the first 2 games of this series on the road. Lamb. Stepping in, the sluggy shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Swinging a ground ball, and it's just foul. That was close. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. On the strike. The pitch. Ouch, that one drilled him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Here's Joe Adell. Golden opportunity right here. And there's a ball. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
All loaded up here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, it's so tough to let a slow curveball like that one just travel all the way into the contact zone. You see it out of the hand, and you're telling yourself, off speed, stay back. But you just get too excited, you think you're going to hammer it, and you still end up way out in front.
Late on that fastball.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Carter on third. Hayes at second. Lamb over at first with one away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
If they don't pick up at least 1 run here, this will be a very disappointing inning. When you load the bases with nobody out, you've got to get at least 1 run. You're thinking 2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Stone Garrett next up for the Blue Jays. 1 down, base is empty. Out to short. Slings to first in time.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Top of the 3rd, no score. Foul ball there. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Joe Adell. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Out front and foul to the left side. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Vaughn in the box now. Takes strike 1.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
There's a strike. Ball 1 there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Fastball for a strike. And the count 1-2. Hayes on second. Lamb on at first with 2 down. Got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Runner around 3rd on his way to the plate. He'll score. The White Sox take the lead. A second scores as well. It's 3-1. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in, I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
That missed by a lot. And now it's even 1-1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 runs. 1 out, base is empty. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Joe Adell. Throw to first. Lamb back on a dive. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second. Base is empty, one away. Max Kepler next up for the Blue Jays. Up the middle. Lamb. Over to first. They get him, but it was pretty close. One out. The go-ahead. Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. Joe Adell steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. That one's in there, 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Brian Abreu, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Rodriguez getting loose as well. Kicks and deals. And that one is inside.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button. Try to get some more runs and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Vaughn in the box now. Take strike 1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
In the dirt, nothing happening on the bases, though. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in extra innings. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
That one missed.
2-2 the count.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Deep breath. He's ready, and he fires. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Miles Straw. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab, one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
On the ground. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox keep it rolling. 7 straight victories now. Lamb was a big. One down. Charlie Lamb now at the plate, coming off a good one. 4 for 4 yesterday. Fought off foul. Carter leads off first with 1 away. Here goes the runner. That's a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay. He'll score. The White Sox take the lead. 1-0. Here's Joe Adele. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Fastball for a strike. And the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt. He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Andrew Vaughn stands in now, looks at that one inside. Runner at second, 2 down.
Yep, that ball went out.
A little bit high. And now 3-1. Man at second.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
3-2 now. To the right side. Handles, throws to first. They limit the damage here. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Woods Richardson back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
That one almost got him.
Hey, 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hard hit, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Here's Carlos Correa. Out to short. They take the force out to escape. Runner at first with no outs here. The shortstop takes the ball. Lamb came up with 4 hits in his last game. On a line, base hit. Throw into third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
So up next for Chicago, Joe Adele. Strike 1. Carter on third. Lamb stands at second. No outs. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner
got it. And that is a big first out.
A really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Vaughn in the box again, takes a strike. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Second and third, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th.
1 ball.
In the dirt. No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count. That one inside. Look out. And that one hammered. That's back there. And that is gone. A soaring shot to center. It's 8-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And now Justin Maloney. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Hit hard on the ground is short. In time to Vaughn. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. And that one is off the wall. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Adele, the next to hit, takes outside. Runner at second, nobody out.
Ball 2.
Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Sir Anthony Dominguez up and loosening in the pen. Castillo also getting ready. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. And the runner holds. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one finds the zone. 3-2 now.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
And ball 4 to a board.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Andrew Vaughn now. Certainly a factor in this one thanks to his 3-run blast back in the 5th.
Well, definitely one of the most impactful swings of the game. A big reason why they're working with the lead and looking to add to it right here, Boo.
And strike 2. First and second here, no outs.
Ball down. Two to count.
Squirts away a little bit. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Teal, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And a swing and a miss.
1-2 to count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, you've got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you've got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Hayes stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Lamb, the lead runner at second. Adele at first, 2 out of the inning. Fans There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Junior Severino getting ready to hit. Swing and a chopper out to short. Fires over to first, and that will end the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. The shortstop takes the ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked.
Castillo will throw over, and he's back in safely. Adele in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. And now it's even up. Man at first, 1 away. And a swing and a miss.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's already homered here in this one. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end it. So 2 down. Now the left fielder, Matt Wallner. Kelly is just 1 strike away. Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox take game 1 of the series on the road. Lamb was outstanding in this ball game. Charlie Lamb comes into this one. So 2 down, and now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Up and in, ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that's
in.
off
Ball
the
2.
inside edge. And it's 2-1. That's hard hit on the line. Grabs it on the run. And that is that. Luis Rengifo, the next twin up to hit. Grounder might be 2. In time to Vaughn. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. So now the injury forcing a substitution at second base. On to pinch run, Diego Cartaya. Swing at a ground ball. Fires over to Guerrero. Awesome play there. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Matt Vierling. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Into center. Buxton sprinting after it. Can't get to this one. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Adele, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice. So they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Just missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Anthony Dominguez preparing to come on if needed. Smith getting cranked up as well. There's a strike. Runner takes off. Got him swinging. Safe at second, and that was not close. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike.
Well, a good first pitch changeup there. In order to be effective, you've got to really sell it. Good arm speed, and it's got to be down in the zone.
The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019.
Ball.
Lamb, the runner at second with 1 away.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now it's Austin Hayes. And he takes a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So digging in, Juan Monzo. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Flips to second, that's 1. On the ball, 2.
Pitching for the Twins.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Anthony Dominguez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That one fouled off. Ripped into right field, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to.
Now moves to first. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Pitch misses there. And the count is 1-1. Action in the pen down there. Diego Castillo getting loose out there. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now one missed.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Man at second. In the air, left field, down the line. He's got it. 2 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And now the DH, Austin Hayes. 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball.
Lamb at second with 2 down.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
In the air out towards right center. Monzo. And that's the third out. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. Makes a nice running catch. Two-way down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Ground ball right side could be two. Fires to second for one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air.
And here comes Carlos Correa. This could end it. On the ground, and this should do it. Brown. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox take the first two games of this series on the road. Lamb extended the hitting. Charlie Lamb. Currently, Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Lamb.
The shortstop takes the ball. Schumann leads off first with one away. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I got a ball, one strike.
That one is absolutely belted. And no one can get there. And that's going to roll to the wall. Schumann headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Here's Joe Adele. Just missed.
Outside.
One out and a runner at second here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Jansen, great throw. He's out. Here's Royce Lewis.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you...
To first, and that'll do it. 2 out, space is empty. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 3. So they get 3. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. 2 on, 1 out. Ground ball left side could be 2. In plenty of time to first, and Guerrero is set down. First
Ball
pitch,
one, no
not
strike.
close. Ripped to right. Walner makes the ground, and that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. And next for Minnesota, Luis Rengifo. On the ground to the left, Lamb. Slings it across, and there's 2 away.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Back in Minnesota, here's the shortstop at the plate, Charlie Lamb. That one
Oh, that's off the
misses,
plate.
and that is ball 1.
You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. On the ground to short. Zips it to first. Inning over. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Joe Adell. Golden opportunity right here. Ball one there.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And a strike in there. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
So they're all loaded up. And that one is lifted in the air. Squeezes it. Runner tags for home. A big run scores on the sac fly. And they lead by 2. Andrew Vaughn now. 1 for 4 with a double. Right through there for a strike. And that is out of play.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Going to count 1 and 2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And a swing and a miss. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Next to hit, Juan Monzo. The Twins down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the...
Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a nice 11-game hitting streak.
0-1's the count.
On the ground. And it gets by him. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second safely. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. 4 for 14 in the series coming in.
Ball one.
In the dirt, but kept close.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
Right side, hard hit. Fires over to Guerrero. That's out number 3. Bottom of the second. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Grounds one to short. In time to Vaughn. And quickly one away in the second. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Ball strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. And next to hit for the Sox, Andrew Vaughn. He's 0 for 1. And that drops in for a strike. Top of the third, no score. There's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Hayes over at second. Lamb on at first with 2 down. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Two outs. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Luis Rengifo will hit next. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Going away.
0-1's the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And it remains 2-2.
Don't think you want to throw him that pitch again. He hammered it. Next time, he'll make it fair.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Walner brings it in. And there's one down. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Walner. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the gap. It's a leadoff double, and the winning run is at second base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
Inside, almost got him. Two down, nobody on. Lined, and that's a base hit. Here comes the skipper. And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. He's already homered in this game. Runner on the go. There's the ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed, but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Man on second, 2 down. That's outside. 2-1. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Diego Castillo up and throwing. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Lamb at second with 2 down. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Luis Rengifo. Tying run at the plate. Out to short. Lamb throws to first in time. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out. So up next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. So the tying run at second. Lunging, but can't make the catch. Run comes in for second, and again, we are tied. To the shortstop at second, but it pulls him off the base.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Line drive, and a base hit right there. Ball back in a hurry, and the winning run now at second with only one away.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate.
And a base hit. Throws to second. That takes care of Correa. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. 0-2 now. Base hit, that'll do it. The winning run crosses the plate. 4-3. Charlie Lamb. One down. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save.
I think that still kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one. So that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Back at right field. Now the third baseman, Manny Machado. Out to short. Lamb. Whips it to first. One up, one down. Wilson with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes a nice run and catch. And there's one down. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Ground ball left side, could be two. Flips it. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing. Two aboard, 2 outs. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
First and second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. To his knee, the throw, and they get the out.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Could be extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And that's a double. Manager out of the...
Pitching for the
So two in scoring position with one out. Here's Joe Adele. Golden opportunity right here. That misses. 1-0.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Activity in the bullpen. Jeremiah Estrada, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it the other way. That's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. Tie ball game, 4-4.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One down. Manny Machado getting ready to hit. That one is absolutely belted. This one could be trouble. The throw into second, and he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Looking to get the tying run on base. They're down to their final strike.
0-2.
This could end it. White Sox down to run. Next offering down low and in the dirt.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. He made him pay for that one. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 5-5. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it didn't, Boog. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
So, runner at second, 2 down. So up next for Chicago, Zach Veen. Tying run at the plate. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. Coming home. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. And they trail by 1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Lamb up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
Bogarts with the throw to first. 2 away. And next to hit for the Sox, Evan Carter. In the air, left field. Hat moving under it. And there's 2 away. Winning run stands at second. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. Joe Adele, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Cole Henry getting loose out there. Here, the bottom of the 13th, 2 outs. Left field, Pat makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. To short, could be 2. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Max Schumann. Adam is just 1 strike away. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres close this one out for the win in 15 innings. Lamb. Charlie Lamb has been. And the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Tatis makes the grab, and that's the inning. And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Stuart Fairchild. On the ground to the left. In time, Duvall. 1 out in second. 2 outs, base is empty.
Well, Bruce, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Here's Joe Adele. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Moved to first. Lamb dives back in safely. Adele, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Runner at second, 2 down.
Ball outside.
Just missed.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
That missed by a lot. And the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. Andrew Vaughn now. Struck out swinging his first time. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Lamb on second. Adele on at first with 2 down. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
First and second, 2 down here in the second game of the series. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that'll load the bases.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put them away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Teal swings through it for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And it's even up.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
In the air, center field. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. And the White man at first, 1 away.
Ball.
In the dirt. And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Inside. And now 3-0. Joe Adele in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-0 down. And ball
Down.
4
Ball
to a board.
First base.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Joe Adell digs in now. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen for San Diego. Luis Patino, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Adam getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Vaughn can't hold up, and that's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Top 6. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Stuart Fairchild. Hit on the ground to short. Lamb. Tosses to first.
He's out.
Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. 2 outs, nobody on. And now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. There's the strike.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Swing and a miss. 0-2
No
now.
ball.
Just a
2
really
strikes.
nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
The shortstop
1-2.
takes the ball. That misses the
2-2.
zone, and it's 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Adell stands in now and watches strike 1. The tying run at the plate.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him? The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And now 2 balls and a strike. Action in the pen down there. Ryan Hoeing, the closer, is getting loose. And now 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Tying run at the plate. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That ends the frame. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Grounder might be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. On the ball, 2. First and second, 2 outs. Lamb will hit next. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres take the first 2 games of this series on the road. So man aboard, one down, and it's Tatis at the plate. 1-2 here. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Lamb to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Oh, you drove it.
That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Joe Adele, looking pretty good at the plate. He's 4 for 10 in the series. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. And up next for Chicago, Andrew Vaughn. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. There's a strike.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
This one in the dirt. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now the number 2 hitter, Jake Cronenworth. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Lamb over to second, and they bounce into 2 already. This one out, and a runner at second. And a ground ball to first. Dives, and he can't hang on. The flip to the pitcher is late, and they come away without an out. Next to hit, Joe Adele. Struck out swinging his first time. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. It's in the dirt. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
Now 3-0. And they're all loaded up.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. And that one fouled off.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Pitch misses there. 2-1.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That one's in there. And out 2-2. Swing a high fly ball. Deep left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Runners tagging from second and third. Applies the tag. And here is Xander Bogaerts. Roll to short, could be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. First and third, 1 down. Ground ball could be 2. 1 at second, and that's 2. Top of the 6th inning, and now Jake Cronenworth. On the ground to short, Lamb. Fires across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Lamb getting ready to hit. Fouled off. He was late. Missed with a changeup, and it's a ball and a strike. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. That one hammered center field. That's back there. That one is gone. He sends it out of here. His 2nd home run of the series. It's 5-zip.
Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So runner at second, 2 down. Xander Bogaerts, the next up for the Padres. 1 strike away. Swing and a pop-up. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox salvage the finale of this 3-game series. Charlie Lamb has been on fire lately. So 2 down, stepping in, the slugging shortstop Charlie Lamb. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Lamb went deep in his most recent game. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Singer makes the play, and it's out number 3. And here is Brent Rooker.
Let's go, Aaron. 1-1-1.
Ripped to short. Whips it to first. 2 away. 2 outs. 2 in scoring position. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
is hit center field. One runs in. A second scores as well. It's 3-zip. Here's Joe Adele. Flied to right his first time. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw. Save. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 3 runs for him here. 2 outs, nobody on. Tyler Soderstrom will hit next. On the ground. In time to Vaughn. That's out number 3. So they go quietly there. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 7 and the White Sox 5. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Charlie Lamb. Line to left. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away.
The center fielder.
And here is Charlie Lamb. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Bleday drifts towards it. Corrals it. And there are 2 down. 1 out. Runner at second. Kobe Mayo digs in now.
1-1-1.
Hard hit left side. Fires to first in time. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Lamb getting ready to hit. Warning track. Ball. And you can touch them all, baseball man. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 10-9. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So bases all loaded up. And up next for Chicago, Austin Hayes. The winning run on second base. Lifted in the air, right field. Rooker sizes this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. A big run scores on the sac fly. And again, we are tied. Winning run stands at second. Swinging a foul out of play. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it down. All set for the bottom of the 11th. And now the center fielder, Joe Adele. Alcala back to work. Right side. Geloff. 1 up, 1 down. Andrew Vaughn now. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Line drive. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline. And a final. So 2 down. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Lamb matched a homer in his last game.
0-1's the count.
In the air, right side, Rooker. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. First and third, 1 down. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. And they add to their lead. It's 4-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boom. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So the batting order turns over. Kevin Singer up next for the A's.
2-2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Nice stop. To his knee, the throw on target. He got him. Nice play. Number 5, he's forced into the game at shortstop due to the injury. So up next, Brent Rooker. This could end it. Hit to right, and that should do it.
I got it.
And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. Charlie Lamb. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Jung-Hoo Lee stepping in now for the Yankees. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. On the ground. They get the force. They limit the damage here. And next to hit for the Sox, Charlie Lamb. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
He got away with
No
one
ball.
there, but
One
he
strike.
knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Line to left. Lays out and makes the play. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Harrison Bader. On the ground to the left, and that squirts through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Warren with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. On the ground, right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and he reaches safely. Max Schumann steps to the plate for the White Sox, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just
that's a
missed.
ball.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something.
To second, and he's out. Bases juiced, no outs.
Charlie Lamb.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and it's into the gap. One run across, now 2 runs score. Drop headed for the plate. He's in there. 3-run score. Well, Singy, he is locked. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Max Schumann. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. First pitch misses.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Outside low. 2 balls and a strike.
And of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So up next for Chicago, Evan Carter. 1 for 3. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Movement in the Yankees pen, Jake Cousins. A right-hander with big strikeout stuff is getting it fired up. Gilbreth also getting ready.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you'd have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And that misses. And the count even 1-1. Yankees up by 3. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Ouch. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Here's Joe Adele. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And that drops in for a strike.
Sometimes pitchers work him backwards, starting with the breaking ball, but it's a tricky approach. He almost wants to bait you out there to throw that stuff to start the at-bat.
And now the count is even. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. That one's in there. And the count 1-2. In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got it! Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. Back at Yankee Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. And now Charlie Lamb. Inside. And that is ball 1. This to center field. That gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Got it. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Carter, the next to hit, takes ball one. Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one misses, and that's ball three. Lamb leads off first with one away. Draws the walk there, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And now it's Austin Hayes.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Got the bat going too soon, it's strike two.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings and misses, struck them out. White Sox down to their final out. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Joe Adell. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, and 2 groundouts. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that one is inside. With the tying run at the plate here at the top of the ninth. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Aiken is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb kept the hitting streak alive. Knocked in 3 runs.